Hi there, my name is Kirsty McConnell and I'm the Customer Care Manager at 13Cabs, the largest taxi network in Australia. We're a division of A2B, previously known as CabCharge, and my role is aligned with the marketing team at 13Cabs. For our presentation today, I will be discussing the current Agile fluency model at A2B and how the 13Cabs marketing team can work in conjunction with their methodology to align with our company vision, which is empowering people and technology to move what matters to Australians. Our IT department are currently implementing an Agile Scrum methodology throughout their teams. We are a marketing team who are not part of those Agile processes and software development. Weekly meetings are held across the relevant teams. However, decisions on priorities for future products are still made by senior management as we don't have a current CRM tool. There is a huge opportunity for the marketing team and IT to become aligned and influence decisions based on customer feedback and their needs. As the Customer Care Manager, I am responsible for the feedback received nationally about our business. Therefore, it is my responsibility to ensure that decisions are made and we are providing customer value based on this feedback. The current Agile fluency of our team is focusing. We are working towards a shift change of team culture and attempting to implement an Agile framework and OKRs into our daily operations. Change is always embraced within the business, however, we are also working towards the same goals, but we're just not aligned. The desired fluency I would like to achieve is optimizing. There'd be more focus on the bigger picture in regards to our company values and goals. This process will also allow for BAU, but it just doesn't constantly fix the small issues. Predict how to progress. I had decided to start small and begin to implement Kanban boards into our marketing team. However, I'd also like to add Scrum events into our experiment, just in regards to attendance for now. My goal is to align our marketing team with the current IT Scrum teams, and they're participating in these events fortnightly and quarterly. However, this will take some time, and as a team we need to start small so we can begin the process of implementing new ways of working and frameworks. Currently, we have a lot of whips, lots of talking, not so much working, especially with multiple creative and digital agencies involved. By using a program such as Trello, we can visualize our tasks and understand the types of workflow required. This will allow us to prioritize tasks, and we can have conversations with technology which can be aligned with their fortnightly sprints and quarterly OKR goals also. I had originally wanted to use just simply in progress, recently done and done. However, we shifted this upon conversation with the product owner of the app development team. He wanted us to also ensure there was plenty of quality assurance occurring within production before a task was designated to done. This tool will allow us to measure completion of tasks, timelines, and how production team members allow them to pull tasks rather than have them be assigned. Insight and options. Design your experiment. The marketing team is partly aware of the current structure within the IT team. An initial conversation as to why we are doing this, and in one-on-one time with individuals to discuss their tasks, allow them to provide buy-in, update the Trello board, and set up times so we can attend the IT showcases and sprint planning for the next fortnight. Experiment and planning. Once we were able to determine our tasks and goals, using the Kanban Scrum blend in regards to visualization of work, we can understand where the problems are. I think there are more bottlenecks happening than we realize as a team. Adding tasks to a backlog will be something very new for our team, but by starting small and offering baseline measurements, we can instill confidence in this framework. Talking daily, reviewing backlog, and ensuring team members are owning their work. Introduce and review. Using the Trello software, we'll be able to see if any bottlenecks are occurring which are potentially hindering progression. If the team understand basic framework, the why, and making sure that our tasks are aligned, we can measure our outcomes based on timeframes of completion of work alongside daily conversation. As you can see here, we started creating some storyboards this week, specifically in regards to the customer journey and experience when traveling through parts of our app. Evaluating metrics for my experiment. For the last 2 weeks, we have discovered an off-the-shelf marketing automation tool which will allow us to engage with our app users in a much more targeted and frequent manner. It will allow us to use push notifications, in-app messaging, and EDMs to encourage more usage of our app. Using the Agile methodology, we've been able to open up the conversations with the team about implementation, understanding of the product, and how much work is involved. In fact, we came to determine that it would be 2 weeks, one sprint, presented a Kanban board of the tasks involved. We even had the product owner of the app stating, "Wow," at this software, could possibly be a measurement in itself. To me, this is a collaboration change. Although not overly structured, the conversation's allowing more thought and understanding about how we can help them get better results and improve their OKRs. A long-term measurement of the product would be an increase in app payments. As the company takes a fee from those payments through the app, we are able to measure this as an overall physical number result. However, this would be much more broader measurement at the completion of implementation. For a measurement of progression within the teams, I had chosen a velocity chart. I think this would be the best tool to use because it will allow both teams to monitor how much work can be completed within the sprint via the storyboards, and it will allow understanding of the broader picture, which is improving the product. It will also help the marketing team understand how a sprint works, what a backlog is, and the values added. Analysing the recommendations within the heart of Agile framework. Collaborate and improve are the values I had chosen when implementing my experiment. The IT teams have the ability to currently deliver and reflect, as I was able to visualise this when I attended their retro for the close of the current sprint. However, initially collaboration between marketing and IT needs to improve as products designed have little input from customer data, information based on customer experience that marketing is actually able to acquire. This will then help improve the Agile value between the two teams. Comparing the intended and actual effects of the experiment. What I had observed was that I just needed to be able to ensure that our collaboration improves between the teams initially, the experts are having the conversations that need to be had, and the value which is being provided is understood so we aligned and focused on the same goals together. The feedback mechanism I chose was basically doing a sprint review and a retrospect. The reason I chose this was because the IT team already working within this framework. The marketing team were able to piggyback off a current sprint review, which involved discussions about our app product. So the intended effect, which I initially thought would be a bit of pushback, but once understood, uptake would occur. Alignment with the app development team specifically, due to the implementation of the Scrum and Velocity models within the marketing team. Alignment with marketing and app development actually took place. It's the beginning, but it's starting. We also had the understanding of the sprint cycle and the completion of work from their perspective. We were able to bond with them and that improved the team health. Understanding at a retrospect level and also opening up those conversations about what could have been done better was something very new and very welcomed. We also are beginning to actually start discussing developing our own OKRs, which align with the company values and the company OKRs, which is also very exciting. If we were to implement Agile fluency throughout the entire 13Cabs organisation, we would have to take a different approach within different departments. Most areas of our organisation are very operational. They run continuous day-to-day activities to service our drivers and our operators. However, I decided I'm going to use different language rather than we are now going to be Agile. Within the company, from my conversations and my findings, it is clear that Agile fluency is perceived as a tech thing and that nobody really wants to be a part of it. We can still follow the framework, we just need to use different language when describing it. To begin scaling across the organisation, we would use a safe approach based on the different levels the organisation operates within. This will then allow departments to implement their own Agile program based on the team's focus, values and goals, ensuring that they are still also aligned with company goals. Firstly, by shifting culture and ways of working will be difficult at an operational level, but it is achievable. working within the requirements of the kind of key event specifically seeing as most issues would fall under the complicated category, it will be great to see autonomous behaviour shift and ownership of tasks emerge. Observing changes at a Kaizen level will also ensure continuous improvement. From an administration and mechanical perspective within the business, you could ensure each team participates in a daily stand-up. What we did yesterday, what we're doing today, what's ahead for the rest of the week. Team health is also important as their tasks can be mundane and repetitive. A velocity approach would allow teams to focus on the value they bring to their customer, but measuring the completion of specific tasks over time. Then, when the team is able to understand how long a task can take to be completed, we can then set agendas on calculating averages for the team and measuring success. This would most likely be done over a quarter rather than a fortnight. Within the sales team, though, we could very easily implement Agile fluency. In fact, I think it would be perfect for them. Determining their throughput, establishing OKRs, daily stand-ups and sprint goals along with showcasing results once a fortnight is very achievable. Reaching sprint goals are measured both within productivity and team health. To hold a retrospect would also be extremely beneficial to ensure continuous improvement. It's also a very similar outcome for our marketing team. We are currently in the process of formulating our very first OKR, which will allow us to then break up the tasks and begin to structure sprint goals. The marketing team are also excited about collaboration with the app development team specifically. I look forward to implementing further team bonding exercises between the teams to help with collaboration, even if it is something like a lean coffee. Being involved with the daily stand-up, sprint planning and OKRs will ensure that we're both on track, moving towards reaching our objective and making sure the process is measurable and tangible. Thank you for your time today. Thank you.